XRP holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. I'm sure at this point, everyone, if you watch my market analysis update or, day-to-day analysis updates, you guys are, kind of up to date as to what's really happening. First and foremost, I really want to get one thing out of the way. If you watch my channel on a regular day-to-day basis, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, which of course is the catalyst behind, the drop of what we're seeing right now, I'm sure you guys are up to date. But XRP, to be specific, down 11.2%. The broader market seeing double-digit drop, a lot of fear. We're going to talk about that. So, this update right here is an extremely important update, so you do want to watch till the end. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So the price of XRP is $2.19, quite a sharp drop, down 11.3% in USD, down 6% in Bitcoin. Comparative market valuation at 127.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $10.1 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So look at this. The crypto fear and greed index has dropped by 24 points from the previous day to a score of 25 points, signaling extreme fear. There is major amounts of fear within the crypto space right now, a lot of uncertainty, and there's not much interest in crypto. So what's really causing this? There's a lot of people, confused. What really is triggering, such major bloodbath? This is manipulation. What's really happening right now? So first and foremost, I want you guys to take a look at what happened with the price. So the price went down to the likes of $2.10. Of course, we have significant amount of support around this range, just kind of dating it back to this last few months, and we're still in the 38.2 fib zone, but this shouldn't really be coming as a surprise, especially when you're taking a look at what's happening with the dominance. And what have I been saying for the dominance every day? That in a grand scheme of things, even if the dominance has pulled down, we're still really high in terms of the percentage. So, it's not a time to be getting excited. So I'm sure a lot of people kind of are up to date on that. But let's really analyze and understand, what's really happening right now, because there's a lot of confusion. So look at this. It's rather strange that this comes hours after, Citadel made a major pivot on, their crypto stance. Today, Bloomberg announced that $65 billion Citadel Securities is looking to become a liquidity provider for Bitcoin and crypto. Markets took this as a sell the news event, but not just that, in my opinion, because of course the Bybit, the Bybit, hack, I think really has put a negative stance on the market, because of course, we're not talking about a small amount of money. And of course, as regulation is coming towards crypto, people can kind of get spooked out as to, what's really happening. If you're entering crypto markets and, you see a major hack like this, people are kind of like, what is this? Is this really supposed to occur? And of course, we're still coming into the regulation phase, but I really do believe that was the catalyst, behind this major drop, because in terms of major developments, we've been hearing such positive things about crypto, blockchain industry, companies adopting, crypto and, blockchain industry. So of course, right now, this specific move could really be due to, that Bybit has kind of left a lot of people in the limbo, and of course also manipulation occurring, because remember, we've been talking about Bitcoin not making up its mind. Bitcoin was hovering around this range pretty much for a whole month, 6 different invalidations, and finally it has made its mind in which direction it wanted to go, and it dropped below the 23.6. And of course, we actually went down to $88,300 for the first time since November 14th. So quite a bearish drop. And again, we're not in the 23.6, and as I've been saying over the last few days, the $85,000 price point is still in play, in my opinion, if we don't make our way back in the 23.6. But with that said, let's really take a look at this. On the price side, though, XRP is the leading altcoin, with the highest record inflows among all altcoins last week. Continued investors' interest, capital surge following expectations of the SEC dropping the case against Ripple. And as far as, that is concerned, we had the discussion on that yesterday. So of course, that would be an amazing thing that would happen for XRP, especially in this day and age. where there's a lot of market uncertainty, and I know there's a lot of newcomers coming into the space right now, that would be spooked out about this. And of course, the last 1 hour has been a little bit of a bounce for the broader market, a little bit of a relief, but we're nowhere near where we want to be for the crypto markets. But there's a lot of newcomers coming into the space that could be spooked out about this move. And Bitcoin is barely below the 23.6, and look how much altcoins have been impacted in the last 1 week and just the last daily time frame. So again, this goes back to what I've said. You need to do your own due diligence, right? Everyone has their own risk strategies, and you need to do your own due diligence and research and invest what you can afford to lose. No one's responsible for your investment strategies. That's on you at the end of the day, because this space, you're not going to become successful overnight. And there's never, I hope you realize, there's never a guarantee. Because if there were guarantees in life like that, then everyone would be doing it, everyone would be successful. So that's something I really want you guys to grasp and really understand, because these fluctuations happen in a bull market. I still don't believe the bull market is over, but I do believe now that Bitcoin has made up its mind in which direction it wants to go. We could be headed more towards the downside before really heading towards the top once again. Because as far as inflows are concerned, inflows are, of course, you have actually see outflows over the last few days because, of course, a lot of fear, but institutional interest is where you really want to be paying attention to. And as far as developments, that's something that you don't want to be ignoring. But XRP's price, of course, is not, any stranger to Bitcoin, so of course it's going to have a reaction to Bitcoin's momentum. So we drop down to the likes of $2.10, as you can see this for yourself. We're still in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, and we still have not closed the wick, filled the wick from the February 3rd level, which of course was at the $1.74, which again, a lot of projects are starting to fill this wick. So is XRP going to do so? From where we currently are, that would still mean a drop of about 21.23%, meaning Bitcoin indeed would need to drop down to the likes of 85 to potentially 80K for XRP to drop down here. But the way it's currently holding, I'm sure no one's really complaining compared to what some of the altcoins are doing. And the best way to look at it is look at the last daily time frame. It's down 10%, but meanwhile there's a lot of projects down 13, 14, 15%. So, these are some factors you don't want to be ignoring. Obviously, we're still in the 38.2, but if you got in early on and, you cannot afford any more, pullbacks, which of course I think in the short term could happen because, we're talking short term, and the way Bitcoin is holding, I do believe there is a little bit more downside. So, if you cannot afford that, or you cannot risk the price falling lower, then you're sitting at massive profits, then lock those profits in. Literally, listen to your gut. If the profits that you cannot afford to lose, that you're looking at your screen, then lock those profits in. Do not listen to anyone otherwise. But right now, Bitcoin really, really needs to get back above, the 23.6 zone. Very, very important. If not, I think things could get a little worse in the upcoming days ahead of us. So I'm going to keep you guys covered. Of course, if you have not subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army. Your boy has been calling, this specific Bitcoin move and how we should be prepared for it. And, Bitcoin finally made its, move, but we'll keep you guys covered. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.